Welcome to the Productive Life Podcast. In this episode, we're talking about what it means to intuitively execute and how it can help you in your life. Welcome to the Productive Life Podcast, hosted by me, Megan Minns. This is the podcast for entrepreneurs who want to be more productive in their business and their personal life. Because as a business owner, your business and personal life are connected, and we can't talk about one without talking about the other. Each week, you'll learn about productivity, organization, personal development, self-care, business strategies, and more. And now, let's get started. I am so excited to be talking to you today about intuitively executing and what that means, how it's benefited me, and how you can start to intuitively execute in your life and business and career as well. But before we jump in, I want to remind you really quickly about a free video training that I have for you. If you just go to meganminns.com/framework, you'll get instant access to my free 4-part framework video training where you're going to learn how to ditch the burnout hamster wheel, redefine work-life balance, and increase your energy and confidence. Again, you can go to meganminns.com/framework or click the link beneath this podcast episode to go ahead and check it out and watch that training today. You're going to love it. I just know it. So be sure to go check that out. Okay, so let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable would it be if you could stop overthinking everything and start feeling more confident, focused, and calm? How valuable would it be to truly enjoy how you spend your time and your life? I'm assuming your number was pretty high, right? Well, that is exactly what intuitively executing can bring to your life. But what does it mean to intuitively execute? What is this phrase, intuitive execution, that I talk about all the time? Well, in order to answer that question, let me tell you about my journey with intuitively executing. For most of my life, I was stressed out, burned out, and deeply insecure. I constantly second-guessed everything I was doing and was always looking for someone else to finally teach me that one magic pill solution or strategy or hack that would solve all of my problems. I truly felt like I was just like one system, one planning method, one productivity hack, one book, one course, or one coaching call away from finally having the answer to the question I was seeking. I was constantly trying all of these things, and I was really focused on these more masculine approaches to being successful. Now, when I use masculine there, I don't necessarily mean your actual gender or how you identify. I'm talking about the idea that there are masculine energies and feminine energies. And so when I'm saying a masculine approach, it's very much like tactics and strategies. And so I was really focused on all of the masculine approaches. So trying to have the perfect routine and feeling like a failure when I'd accidentally skip a day or it wouldn't work for me. Or trying to be 100% energized all day, every day. And again, feeling like a failure when I didn't feel great every single day. Or trying to manage my time even better. If I could just manage my time better, it would all come together. And again, feeling like a failure when I still couldn't get everything done on my to-do list. Trying to implement a new course perfectly and feeling like a failure when I never finished it or never fully implemented it. Or even trying to execute a new strategy perfectly and constantly doubting myself and seeking external validation and approval before actually taking action. And so much more. Those are just some examples. And I don't know if any of that sounds familiar to you. If you've experienced any of those feelings, just know you're not alone. I felt them too. And all of this pushing and trying and stress kept burning me out. I kept feeling lost, kept feeling uncertain, kept feeling confused. And all of that to the extent that at one point, I just thought I really wasn't cut out to do this. And it wasn't until February of 2019 that I realized that if I was ever going to see different results, I was going to have to do things differently. I realized that I was only focused on the frameworks and tactics and strategies when that wasn't a balanced way to approach life or work. And I realized that in order to break away from the burnout, the overwhelm, and that desperation to be perfect, that I was going to have to embrace my mindset and the more feminine energies out there that I had been suppressing. So that's what I started doing. I started learning about mindset and incorporating it into my daily life. I committed to taking imperfect, fast action. I changed my beliefs to make sure they supported the life I wanted. I started showing up as the next level version of myself right now. I stopped focusing on doing and focused more on being. I decided to ditch all of the best practices and only do things that were fun and not do anything that didn't sound fun. I committed to choosing rest and fun and hobbies over work or my to-do list. I decided that I would only create from a place of inspiration. I decided to give myself grace and let myself be flawed, be my flawed, true self. I committed to connecting with my intuition daily, trusting myself, and following my curiosity. And all of these decisions, these commitments, changed my life. By layering these intuitive and feminine approaches on top of the masculine frameworks and strategies, I finally found what I had been looking for all along. A way to see results faster and enjoy my life and have more fun than ever before. I knew that this way of approaching things was truly unique and life-changing, but it really hit me when I went to a conference at the beginning of June and saw some friends that I hadn't seen in about a year, and multiple people told me that I seemed different. I seemed more energized, brighter, vibrant, more passionate, more confident. You get the gist. And not only did they see that, but I felt it too. I felt it when I was at a mastermind event with business owners who were all more financially successful than me. And that old version of myself would have felt so small in that room. I would have felt shy, uncomfortable, and out of place. And the old version of myself wouldn't have spoken up at all. But this time around, I felt completely at peace with myself. I felt truly, deeply confident. I used my voice. I contributed to the conversation. And that inner confidence and trust with myself was unlike anything I had ever experienced before. And it was at this conference where those same friends were asking me what was up. How had I found this inner confidence and peace and energy? And while I was trying to explain this combination of the masculine frameworks with the feminine energies, suddenly I said out loud that I had been intuitively executing. It was just the only way to describe it. And everyone was like, wait, is that a thing? Is that like your phrase? Is that what you call it? And I realized that it was. I had never said those words before. And as soon as they came out of my mouth, I knew that was it. Because at its core, intuitively executing is exactly what it sounds like. It's building an intentional framework that guides what you work on and how you spend your time, but then letting yourself be flexible in how you execute those plans. You listen to your body and your intuition when it comes to executing. And it is a beautiful way of living. And now I have helped women across the world learn how to intuitively execute in their lives and businesses as well. I've helped women like Amanda, who told me that she wasn't woo-woo and didn't have an intuition and wasn't really into the mindset work. And in just a couple of weeks, she was able to start hitting her goals and learn how to connect with her intuition and trust herself and make faster decisions in her business than ever before. And there are women like Cami, who went from working 24/7 and having nothing to talk about at social functions besides work to taking off every Friday to start riding horses again. There's Stacy, who, when we started working together, she said she was on a one-way ticket to Burnoutville, and in less than 4 weeks had her schedule under control, felt like she had a work-life balance, was less tired, more energized, and is feeling more creative and more confident, and finally free to focus on the big picture. And there's Kate, who was feeling deflated, frustrating, and not in control of her work schedule and certain aspects of her life, to regaining excitement for what she does and having the inner confidence to truly make her dreams a reality. All of this and more is possible for you too when you start to intuitively execute in your life. When you start intuitively executing on the plans and the strategies, and you start learning how to truly trust yourself and make faster decisions in your life and your business. Intuitive execution is what I am here to do. And I love helping women like you go through this same transformation, go through this process and this journey with them. And it's ultimately a lifestyle. It's not just a program. It's not just a series of steps or videos to watch. It's truly a lifestyle change. And intuitively executing is like its own phrase now. I have friends and coworkers that whenever we chat, they tell me, oh, well, I'm going to intuitively execute on that. Here's my plan, but I'm going to intuitively execute on it. And I get so excited and like giddy when I hear people using it like this, because that is what it is. It is a lifestyle, it's an intention, and it truly changes everything. And that's why I love my group program, Intuitive Execution, where I help women just like you start on their intuitive execution journey as well. If you're ready to start intuitively executing, I just want to let you know that if you're listening to this near the date of publish, that the doors to my program, Intuitive Execution, will be opening up in the next few weeks. And if you want to get on that wait list, get on the VIP list, and find out first thing when those doors open, then go ahead and go to intuitiveexecution.com. If you go there before the doors are open, you're actually going to get access to not only joining the waitlist, but also a free video training that I have for you that walks you through the intuitive execution framework and shows you exactly what you'll be working on in the program. I am so excited for you to go through and get this information through the video training, as well as getting on the VIP waitlist. And again, the doors open up soon. So if you're listening to this within a couple weeks of this going live, be sure to go to intuitiveexecution.com to find out more about joining in this session, or like I said, get on the wait list for the next time the doors open. I would love to work with you. Intuitively executing has truly changed my life, and I would love to help you on this journey as well. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it was helpful for you to understand more about what intuitively executing looks like and how it can help you and how it came to be. It is so near and dear to my heart, and it's how I live my life. So I would love to work with you in the program. I would love for you to go through that free video training, and I can't wait to work with you soon. I'll see you in the next episode or inside of the program. Thank you for listening to the Productive Life Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean so much to me if you would share your biggest takeaway on your Instagram stories or wherever you hang out. This helps me understand what you find the most helpful so that I can make more episodes and resources like this. If this podcast has helped you at all, please take just 1 minute to leave a review on iTunes so that we can help spread the word about the Productive Life Podcast with others who may enjoy it. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to get the latest episodes sent to you directly. To learn how to work with me one-on-one or get instant access to freebies, trainings, templates, workshops, and more, be sure to go to meganmins.com right now. I'll see you in the next episode.